Welcome to Cards on Blast. Now, here's your hosts, JT and the Bird.
Hey, welcome into Cards on Blast, episode number 8. You're chilling with your guys, JT and the Bird. We are talking parallels today. Bird, what do you think about that, buddy? We all like parallels. You're like my parallel right now, buddy. Let's go.
I think there are more parallels than we know what to do with.
Yep. We're going to get into that. Let's hold it, hold your thoughts.
Yeah.
So, as always, we're going to be bringing you our staple segments, Crack That Pack. We got what we got in our stack, and then we're going to share our card pulls of the week. And maybe I got something else lined up, a little surprise for everybody. So, stick around, stay tuned. Bird, did you want to crack packs first, or you want some headlines, my brother?
Let's do some headlines.
I think some headlines?
I saw the stuff you put together for this week's episode. Thank you very much for the assist on a lot of the prep work.
Of course.
I was kind of busy last week.
Of course. Man.
But yeah, so I liked what you came up with, and I'm excited. I made some notes here, some cool facts. See how that goes.
Heck, I'm ready. You ready, my friend?
Ready.
Let's get to some headlines.
And now, hobby headlines.
So I went digging deep today for some headlines, my man. So first and foremost, we have a new pope, right? He's an American pope, the first American pope, Pope Leo XIV, right? Hopefully my Roman numerals reading is okay tonight. I'm going to need it in this next segment here. He's got his own trading card set that was released by Topps, which set a record for any non-sports card under the brand. It's Leo's set of Topps Now cards. It sold 133,000 plus units during its limited time release.
You know why it sold so many, right?
Why?
Do you know? You don't know?
I mean, he's the first American pope.
Well, no. Pope Leo's a Cubs fan. I mean, yeah.
You know what? I saw them talking about something like that on ESPN, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a Cubs fan.
He's a baseball fan just in general, I believe.
Yes, and speaking of the Cubs, they choked a 7-6 lead in the bottom of the ninth. So,
newsflash: Cubs choke again.
Yeah, not happy.
Well, this is it's not the first Pope trading card we've ever seen, despite what people may think. Pope-related trading cards have been around for years, including the Chocolat Guerin Bhutan, producing a Pope Leo XIII card in 1909. So if you want to go digging around for that, that's probably worth something. In 2015, with Pope Francis visiting the Phillies, they released a Pope Francis, quote-unquote, rookie card. So, hey, 2015, that's not that far back. Probably worth something still.
Which is funny because he was actually elected Pope in 2013.
Yes, but he came to Philadelphia.
Right.
Yeah, so they made him a rookie card for that.
Right.
In 2009, Upper Deck SP Legendary Cuts, there's a signature card of John Paul II sold on eBay for $1,800. The most expensive Pope-related trading card ever sold. So it was a signed Pope trading card. That's pretty cool and very random, and I like random stuff like that.
Yeah. I was looking up popes, and I guess, hopefully Leo hangs around for a little bit. We've had 5 popes die in the same year they were elected.
Man, they keep picking these really old guys. I mean, what do you
short term.
Yeah, it's a short-term job. I mean,
that's right.
It probably takes you longer to get there than it does to actually do the job. Right. Speaking of random, Jimi Hendrix is getting his own electric Rolling Stone collectible trading card collection. So launching in June and now available for pre-order on Rolling Stone's website, Hendrix getting his very own 2025 Rolling Stone collectible trading card collection for the true music-loving collector. Now, I am a music lover. I don't think I'm coming out of pocket for this because it looks pretty expensive. And there's only 500 of these made, Bird, just in total, only 500. So this is kind of cool. I'll put the picture up on YouTube so people can get the gist of it. But it looks like there's a couple different boxes you can purchase. There's a Keepsake Premier Edition box for like $100 and a Keepsake Premier Edition 6-box case for $600.
Now, do you listen to Jimmy?
I mean, I like Jimmy. I can hear Jimmy.
Can you hear Jimmy? I mean,
So you're listening.
come on.
I can hear Jimmy.
That's right. But
Oh, man.
what
waiting
is
to drop that one?
I know, I was waiting for it too all day. But do you have a favorite Jimmy song?
Yeah, Foxy, for sure.
Foxy?
Oh yeah, that scene in Wayne's World where Garth is doing that.
Oh,
Foxy,
okay.
burned in my memory for life, man. Every time I want to approach a woman at a bar after I've had some drinks, that's what's going through my head. If anybody wants to know, a little peek inside.
See, I'm partial to Voodoo Child.
That's a
and
good
the
one,
reason
too.
is because that was Hogan's entrance music when he was in WO.
That's right.
And
You're
it
right.
hit,
I
and
remember.
everybody in the crowd went nuts every
Yep.
time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
On to some other news. A Pittsburgh area man is accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of trading cards. He's accused of stealing trading cards worths of trading cards from 2 collectors. He promised to get them professionally graded, but never delivered. Card trading experts say, unfortunately, this kind of scam is all too common. They warn collectors not to trust just anyone with valuable cards. Duh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, people. This stuff sounds like stuff you could get done yourself, but you're trusting some guy in Pittsburgh to do it for you. Once a card payment is gone, they say you're likely not getting it back. According to a criminal complaint, Gregory Oroz. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but you're a scuzzball anyway. Of White Oak agreed to take 54 trading cards and grading fees from 2 individuals to have them professionally authenticated. But police say he never followed through, getting away with $47,000 worth of sports cards and grading fees. My goodness.
So Gregory was literally a Pittsburgh Pirate.
He was taking me booty.
All that.
Hey,
awkward
that's
segue.
that's not what I meant though. Ken Griffey Jr. 1998 Skybox EX 2001 Essential Red sold at a Heritage Auctions for $280,600. His highest selling card ever. It's a PSA Gem Mint 9.
I was shocked that card sold for that much in a 9.
Right. Is there
I mean,
no
there
10s floating around?
there must be no 10 population of that card. I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
Maybe it was some weird like offshoot card production. You know what I mean? It was Skybox, but were they doing a lot of baseball back in '98?
Skybox in '98. I'm not sure. I'm sure they were higher end cards for Skybox though, so you got to factor that in there. Right. But that's pretty ridiculous for a Ken Griffey Jr. 9. Can't fathom what a 10 would go for. Probably twice that.
I know. Try and find that Skybox box. Get a case of that stuff.
Hey,
find that card and get it graded.
Right, that's not a bad plan, sir. I would go through that risk for $280,000. That's for damn sure. Some notable new releases this week. Coming out on 5/21, we got the 2024 Keepsake Bruce Lee 50th edition, Series 2. That's pretty cool and very random. Something I might want to look into. 5/22, we got 24/25 Panini Select Premier League Soccer. Also on 5/23, more Panini Select Series A Soccer. Lots of soccer, Bird. You better strap up, buddy. I think your kid's going to want some new cards here.
If you can find them.
If you can find them. Are they that popular here in our part of the world?
I haven't seen soccer cards in a retail store in a minute outside of the local card shops.
Because they're not popular? They just don't have them? They don't sell them?
They probably just don't order them in as much, or they're stolen by somebody. Who knows?
Some crazy soccer hooligans out there stealing cards.
Some random Pittsburgh guy.
I'm going to go to America, steal me some soccer cards. Football.
Wow, I like that.
Was that pretty good?
That was good, yeah.
I've been working on that.
I didn't know you had that in your repertoire.
Yeah, you know what? I keep that in the back pocket only for special occasions, sir. We got on the 23rd, also 24/25, Panini Prism Euro League basketball. So maybe get your hands on some Euro League players before they get over to America. Make a name for themselves. I bet you some Luka Euro cards are worth some bucks these days.
I did see that Pau Gasol had some love in the description of the product.
Pau
So
Gasol? Is he over there
yeah,
playing?
I think it's a Spanish card playing for the Spanish team.
Yeah, because isn't that guy long but retired?
Not for the national team, no.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. 521, we got Panini Revolution basketball. I'm a pretty big fan of the Revolution. Not bad. They're expensive packs, though, and expensive boxes.
Yeah, it looked like a good product, though. It looked like it had a lot of good cheating into the parallel world that we're going to talk about later, but, inserts, parallels, things like that. Looked like they had some really colorful, kind of fun cards in that set.
Yeah, and they rule those packs, so, that's what I'm fishing for on those packs. The 23rd as well, we got the 2025 Pieces of the Past Investors. I'm not quite sure what that is, but
I think it says Inventors.
You are right. 20 Pieces of the Past Inventors. So even more interesting than what I said. On the 23rd, 24 Topps Signature Class Football Mega. And then on the 27th, and I'm going to put some pictures up on this one right here, the 24 Wild Card, 5-card draw, stacked deck football. Have you ever seen these, Bird?
So I hadn't until you actually, sent me this week's notes. And I started to look into them a little bit more, and I was like, okay, these are cool.
They're cool looking cards, right? I mean, they look like a playing card.
Yeah, Wild Card's kind of a offshoot brand, but they do. These are some interesting cards as far as their football goes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw a couple up there. All these ones that I found basically are auto cards, obviously, and kind of the higher end parallels, cheating into the later segment. But yeah, really cool cards. I've never seen these. I'd like to get my hands on a box of these, but look at that price. Let's throw that box up there. Woo! $2,099 for a hobby 12 box case.
Yeah, you're getting 12 boxes out of that. So,
or you could get the
$175 for just one box of hobby.
Yeah. So,
but I did see, unlike most sets, the parallels in this, the numbered ones particularly, the highest numbered parallel that they show on the website at least is out of 5. So you're looking at some high-end parallel stuff. You got oranges, purples, green, blue, red, pink, platinum, gold, black, and rainbow. And platinum, gold, black, and rainbow are all out of 1 of 1s. So you got a lot of chances for some really low-numbered cards out of this set, which may, make it a little more worth it, I think.
Right. And some of these, I don't know. I don't know who some of these guys are on these featured cards that I put up here. I mean, obviously Malik Neighbors and Keon Coleman. Yes. Looks like that's a double auto card. But, yeah, I don't know who Grayson McCall is.
So I actually went through kind of looking at who was available on these. And the first one you had here was the Auto Joker, the black parallel.
Yes.
And some of the guy, Grayson McCall, nobody really knows who that is, but that's okay. I'm sure he's somebody. But you can get guys like Bo Jackson going old school. You got Bucky Irving, obviously great rookie running back last year. Caleb Williams, who I think is going to have quite the year there with the Bears this year.
Yeah, he'll be much better this year.
Cam Scattaboo.
The name sounds familiar.
He was in.
It's a really cool name.
He played in the college football playoffs and was pretty well regarded. Good. I think he's a running back. But I mean, guys like Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, Gronk, are available in this black card. So amongst other names, but the lists weren't super long for the names that are available in that type of card.
Yeah, well, keep your eye out for that wild card 5-card draw stacked deck. So all look like playing cards, really cool looking cards. Too bad we don't have anything like that to crack today. That's for damn sure, Bird.
Well, yeah,
I didn't go that big. That Topps Chrome black box was about as big as I'm going to go for a little while, I think. So, but I think I got a pack. You got a pack?
I do have a pack.
All right, baby, let's go.
Time to crack that pack, where we open a pack live.
I don't know who's getting honors first today, my friend, but I could go. I do have
Please.
something that I know you like very much so. I'm going to crack. I actually have a blaster box, so I'm kind of hesitant to let Bird pick the number of card today. But it's a 2024 Heritage.
Nice. High number too, right?
Yes, high number. It's the one you like. So let's see if we can't find 3 exclusive green bordered variations per box. So I'm getting 3 of those right off the bat. It's probably going to be Dylan Cease. I don't know why, but Dylan Cease just loves to follow me around.
Yeah, well, there's worse people you can get.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Bird's always picking the wrong number, so I'm going to go ahead and just pick... I'm going to pick number... What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs in here. Let's go right in the middle. Number 5, baby. Number 5. All right. Also got some very interesting stuff later.
Well, good. I'm glad you do.
Man, these are like junk wax packs, bro. I swear. How do you open these without just cards
If you
flying?
would have picked number 4, it would have been easier to open.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
5's always this more sealed product.
Damn you, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's coming. There we go, baby. Nice. There we go. All right. We're starting off with a Mr. Nick Martinez from the Reds. I like you, Nick. You're good. I just watched the Reds win, actually. Kyle McCain from the Athletics rookie card. Okay. Ooh, don't touch that. What are we doing here? Rookie move. Jung-Hoo Lee from the San Francisco Giants. He's a good player. Sawyer Gibson Long. Tigers, rookie card. Dude looks like he's 42 years old. Now and then, Justin Verlander vanquishes his 250th foe on July 30th, 2023. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
I like it.
Haven't seen any inserts or anything yet. Brandon Fdat. That's got to be one of the hardest last names I've ever seen. Fdat.
He's Brandon Fat.
Sorry, Brandon, if I mispronounced your name. You were born into it, not me, sir.
He changed the whole thing up from being PHAT or FAT. He was like PFAAT.
How much harder can I make it on my teachers?
That's right.
All right. Nick Martini from the Reds. We got Nick Nastrini from the White Sox. And looks like we're at my green parallel. Randy Arozarena. Green.
Okay.
With the blue and the green. So I like that one. That's a good card. Are these the ones? No, these aren't the ones with the bat and the ball. That's next year's, huh? Or 25.
Yeah, it's on the 25
I don't
Heritage.
know if these ones have that special anything on the backs. I'll have to look that up. But there's my pack I cracked today. 9 cards. Nothing huge, but I'll take a Randy Arozarena.
All right. Well, thank you for opening your pack. And I thought...
Well, you're welcome.
I'm just saying, you did a good job when you finally got it open.
Yeah, let's hope for something else better in that blaster
All
box.
right. So here's the deal. We neglect this sport a lot on this show, so I thought I'd give it some love since their conference finals are starting.
Rugby?
No.
I know what you're
And that would be NHL hockey.
Yeah.
So we have in the Western Conference Finals the Dallas Stars against the Edmonton Oilers. And we also have the Florida Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes in the Eastern Conference.
And you have to excuse us. We don't do this on purpose. We're just not huge hockey fans. We're trying.
There's only so much time in a day to be a fan of something, and it's hard to jump to hockey, And my team in hockey honestly is awful, so that doesn't help. But I got the O-Peachy.
O-Peachy?
2024-25 hockey pack. No.
That's not
maybe.
candy?
I mean, it could have been. They used to be the O-Peachy tops. So, anyway, so it's got the Edmonton Oilers guy on the front of it. So I thought, why not? Let's do a hockey pack. Because how often do we open hockey?
We don't.
Exactly. That's accurate.
We haven't.
But we're going to today.
We are.
That's right. Oh, love when they give me the boom magnetic insert.
Oh, is that the
to make sure I'm not stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny part is it actually went off when I was leaving the store, and I just kept walking. I was like, "Go poker it."
I know people. They can't stop you. It's California, buddy. They don't stop you. You probably could have just grabbed the pack and walked out.
Mostly, I paid for it, so I wasn't going to stop.
Exactly.
I had things to do.
We pay for it. Yes.
All right. So, yeah, this is not going to go well. But so I have Matvey Michkov for the Flyers. Kirill Kaprizov. Yeah, this is great. Ruslan Ishkahov. Ishkhakov. Yeah, you thought your cards were hard to say. You're feeling better about Mr. Fat over there, huh? We got Nick Foligno for the Blackhawks. Dylan Gunther, Brock Faber, Matthew Nyes, David Savard, Rasmus Dahlin, Brady Kachuk, the name I actually kind of recognize, Jesper Bratt, Ryan Strom, Ivan Miroshchenko, Simon Nemec, David Pasternak, Devin Levy, Nikita Zaitsev, Philippe Schittel. I don't know.
Sounds like you're saying one long name to me.
Gabriel Landskog, Michael Bunting, Roman Josi, Anthony Sorelli, Ondrej Palat, Ross Colton, and Cole Caulfield. And then the only things that look like any kind of a insert/parallel out of this thing, we have and there's 3 of them. Are these called something? Yep, no idea. Okay, so these are some sort of like rainbow insert kind of thing. Ivan Barashev from the Golden Knights.
Okay. I know that team.
JT Compher with the Red Wings.
JT, I like that.
Right, and we got some love there.
My man.
And the last one is a goalie, Samuel Mutzenbolt from the Canadiens.
Okay.
So, yeah, I have no idea what those cards are.
Yeah.
Maybe the fans here of the show can let us know if they're any good, because I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a hockey fan and you know these guys and any of these cards are any good, please let us know. Berg, he's just gonna roll with what he's got. Yeah, maybe a little PSA searching, Bird, on those would help. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
I don't know, man. But hey, let's crack that pack for today, boys. All right, so we're talking parallels today. Let's give some early examples and kind of go over where parallels pretty much started, because you don't see them a whole lot back in that junk wax era. You know, it was all base cards. You had some inserts in there, but where did this fad kind of start out? So the concept of parallel cards dates back to the 1990s. That's way back in the 1900s for you young kids, with Topps introducing gold foil versions in 1992. These cards had the player's name and the team stamped in gold foil banner on the front. That's according to Wikipedia. So it looks like Topps was actually the originators of kind of the parallel card. I guess these were just like the base versions. They just had gold foil stamps. So they started off very basic, Bird. Very basic.
Yeah.
Refractors. Refractors are a type of parallel. They emerged in 93 with Topps Finest, featuring a unique rainbow chrome finish. So around the same time, a year later right there, they started getting into the rainbow foils, and it pretty much took off from there. And now, over time, the term parallel evolved into encompass variation enhancements like color variations, foil finishes, even numbering. It's all the stuff we're looking for these days. So it's kind of sprouted. It's onto this great tree now of all these possibilities of colors and variations and image variations and different kind of foils and different kind of holograms, and the possibilities are almost endless at this point. And I think they're making that known.
Yeah, I mean, it's, they say it's a way to add rarity and, appeal to your standard base set, which is cool. I think that, back in the days, I'm flashing back to episode 1, we talked about, Topps in 1990 only having like 800 cards in it total. And then now the Topps Series 1 has 21,000 cards. I think that we could find our way back to a happy medium between those two numbers.
Agreed.
I mean, it's just 21,000 cards. That's just insane.
And amount of cards. That's total with all parallels and inserts and insert parallels and autos and auto relics parallels, right? Relics and so it is getting a little out of hand, I would say. What good is a base card anymore if you got so many different parallels that everybody's chasing? Who the heck wants a base card? The base card is what gives the parallels value.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got to a point where, your base card only matters for, the guys that are like the super duper stars. Your Victor Wembanyama's, your
Shohei Ohtani's,
Jaden Daniels in football.
Even then, there's people still chasing the parallels. Those are worth more.
Of course, and that's worth way more. But I mean, even for nominal, collectors that are working on the, that can afford basically the base card sets and things like that, those you can only find value in only very few cards in the base set.
Right.
So
it's kind of making base sets obsolete, so to speak. I mean.
Yeah, and I would say that most people agree that base cards are basically obsolete at this point as far as mattering.
You watch somebody open a pack live, like on Instagram. They're literally just flipping through they don't even care what base cards they get anymore.
Right.
Literally do not care.
Yeah, it's all about the hit now. It's all about the big hit, parallels. It's, the one of ones, the one of fives. And, you and I talked about a Wolverine card earlier today. That was a one of 3.
Beautiful.
Even in the comic, card sets now, we got, these parallels that are numbered that are, going to be what everybody's going after. And I get it because the companies are making a ton of money on this. A ton.
Right.
And, people keep buying them. So, I guess.
Supply, demand.
Exactly.
Yep, that's how it goes. So, today, many parallels are a common feature in many trading card sets, with different manufacturer sets offering unique variations and product runs. So essentially, parallels are a way to add rarity and appeal to standard card base set, making them more valuable and desirable to collectors. So that's kind of what we've been saying. But at what point is too many parallels? I mean, I have a book of the hoops. What is it? I think it's the premium stock. And I just have all these seismic prisms of guys that who I don't want them. Why would I want them? Mm-hmm. It's worse than having a Lou Dort multi-wave card. I mean, it seriously is. There's just too many of those seismic prisms. I was getting 2 in every pack, it seemed like. And I don't think I'll be able to ever do anything with them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many. There's so many parallels, and I mean, the reality is, if it's the right player, even your, silver prism, which isn't a super rare parallel, is going to be worth considerably more than your base card of that same player.
Sure. Sure. There's a silver Victor Wembanyama right up on that rack right there with all those graded cards, which I just put up there, by the way, Bird. Hope you like it. It's pretty cool. Try to get it in the screen. It's not in as much as I thought, so we might have to do some remodeling here. But
move my big head out of the way,
and it's probably very small on your screen. I have a silver hoopla. It's a gem mint 10. I have the regular hoopla. Which one's going to be worth more money? It's pretty simple when you got the little foil on it, and it's shinier and it's more appealing to the eye.
Yeah, and I mean, they do. I mean, to be fair, the parallels are pretty cool sometimes. A lot of times actually, they're much more exciting than your base card.
Yeah, you get excited when you see that in your pack, and after you rip something open and get something good.
Yeah, I mean, you got things like discos and cracked ice, and you got these flash cards with the NBA hoops, mojos. There's just all kinds of.
List goes on, my man.
Yeah, I mean, and the hard part is actually figuring out which parallel you have, especially if it's a new set, because you're like, okay, I have no idea what
Sure.
this card is.
Sure.
It's something.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a hard time unless it's numbered, and you can go on the box or go on Beckett or something and look up. Oh, okay, I see this is of 50. It's got to be that card because it's not brown like this other one. It says of 50. So you have to do a little research if you want to figure out what your parallel is. And I see a lot of people sell stuff with literally the wrong parallel description in their card.
I mean, you just mentioned multi-wave, right? But there's also wave of the same product. And it's like, wait, do I have a wave or do I have a multi-wave?
Exactly.
How do I know?
Yes. Is it sparkled rainbow or is it sparkled green? It's like, it's okay. The green one, maybe you can tell a little bit more, but you get what I'm saying. Like a foil and a rainbow, like it's very hard to tell the difference between a foil and a rainbow. Let alone, is there a difference? Is
Excuse me.
Then there's rainbow foils. Like, come on. I mean, how you doing that?
It kind of reminds. Are you a fan of Dana Carvey, the comedian?
Of course. Does he play Garth?
He does, right?
Full circle, buddy.
Do you remember? So this is what it kind of feels like to me. Do you remember he had a comedy special where he took his kid to a toy store, and he says, "Daddy, I want that toy." And his dad says, "No, you already have that toy." He says, "No, I don't. I have Mega Tor, and that is Mega 2. And his dad says, "Aren't they the same thing?" He goes, "No, the pinky finger on that one is cricked ever so slightly." And his dad's like, "Well, I'm not getting it for you." He's like, "Well, Mega Tor, Mega T, Mega 2. Either way, it's $9.95 to you." Right? So that's what it feels like with parallels. It's like, oh my God, there's so many parallels here. I can't stand it. Like, I can't figure out what's valuable, what's not valuable. What's a base parallel? What's a regular, and it's just overwhelming.
It's a little
with how many parallels. If there was like 3 per set, say Top Series 1, they have 3 or 4 different parallels total. Okay, I can get behind that. But
they don't. They have 25.
Right, and even if you have a color, even if you have, outside of those 4 parallels, you have 5 different colors. A red, a blue, a orange, green, whatever, gold. So it's a 1-of-1. Cool. Those are easy to identify. Right. But don't give me so many freaking inserts and parallels that I'm going, I don't know if this is worth anything. I don't know.
At some point, you're going to have so many of them that they won't be. You're going to mass produce the shit out of them, just like, excuse me, my language. You're going to just mass produce them until they're pretty much the base card. They're going to turn into the base card. I mean, sure, you're going to get your serial numbers, right? So many. That's what they should do, in my opinion. I think all parallels should be limited so that there's only so many out there. Because, I can get a foil Ellie De La Cruz in the top 25, and I don't know how many are out there. Who knows, right? The population of that's got to be insane.
Even if they made it say the population of the card is 2,000, right? That's still only 2,000 cards in existence.
Yep.
When you don't have any numbering on them, you have no idea how many parallels of that card were printed. You just don't.
Nope. Probably hundreds of thousands is my guess.
Right. So
that's just something I'm throwing up against the wall, guessing. Total guess. People do not take my word for it. I have no idea. I've never been in a card making factory, cutting factory. I'd like to one day. That'd be cool. Little trip for the episode if they'd even let us in.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't let us in, but we might find a way in there. What are some of your favorite parallels to go after? I mean, are you a fan more of the serial numbers, or are you more fan of the I like case hits personally, but I don't get a whole lot of them because they're freaking case hits.
Right.
Even then, you don't have a serial number on those. I think I have a LeBron James case hit up here, and I know that the population that are graded, there's only 3 of them, right?
Right.
2 10s and 1 9. I've seen that. at least in PSA, and I have one of the 10. So
Right.
I like case hits personally. I just never get them. Maybe that's why I like them so much.
Well, yeah, because they're case hits for a reason. You know, that's one out of every 12 boxes of that card come to be. So, you know, I'm so all over the place with my stuff, but I like a good parallel that's going to get me something interesting. You know, there's the mosaic stained glass ones; those are pretty cool. It's more like it's less about maybe the rarity as it is like just how cool the card itself looks.
Yeah, like that Phoenix Jaden Daniels you got. That was just a sweet looking card, man.
Yeah,
Right?
that
Like,
orange fade. Yeah, that was,
really cool. That wasn't numbered or anything though, right?
No, one wasn't numbered.
Right.
But I don't think it's a high. I don't think it's a high print card or anything, but it's still kind of cool. Panini has some. You know, I'm looking at one online right now. It's a National Landmarks card. The one I'm looking at is Lionel Messi, and he is dribbling a soccer ball in front of, you know, all these Argentinian places.
Okay. Like famous
Kind of neat
places.
looking. Yeah.
Okay. It's almost like a downtown.
Right. Kind of like a downtown. The color blast from Select is pretty cool. I got a bunch of parallels up here in front of me, and I'm trying to kind of check them out and see which ones, you know, you're the basketball guy.
And I got a gripe.
You know.
I also have a gripe with some parallels as well.
Okay.
Now, I pulled this on I believe I cracked that pack. I think I pulled this. It was a Brandon Lowe Rays card. And I believe it's the 25 Heritage. So really cool, like burgundy card. We'll put it up on the YouTube, right? I think I've already shared that. It's got whatever foil, rainbow. I don't know, speckle. What's the name of you? I know it's burgundy something or other because it said it was promised on the box, right? The gripe I have is most of the foil cards and stuff are just bent to hell, right?
Yeah,
just terrible. Like I've seen less pitch, like coming down the Rocky Mountains. Like this is bad. It's bad, man. And like all of them.
And the truth is that's why things like Kurt's Card Care. I don't know if you've seen his stuff where
I have that.
Do you? Okay.
I do have it.
Yeah, you soak the cards, you press them, and things like that to try and get them.
You don't soak them.
Well, you get them wet.
He has solution in there.
Okay.
It's a solution.
So get them wet.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the solution consists of. Now, there are some videos out there of people that are a little skeptical of that.
Right.
I watched them, and the guys are like, "Yeah, I'm skeptical, but I still use it." Like,
right. And the thing is PSA just put in a new guideline in their stuff that if they think your card's been altered in any way, like you're going to get a non-grade on it,
right?
Or an altered grade even.
That's why if you do it, you just never admit it,
right? And hope they don't catch it. Hope you did a good enough job.
That's all. That's it. That's all you can do. I will admit, I haven't tried it on anything that I'd say that I find worth value. I pulled out some old football cards and a big stack my old buddy Mike gave me, right? Just these old football cards. I pulled out all the good ones already, like the Montanas and stuff that I could find, and the John Rathmans, and just kidding, Tom Rathman. I did find a Tom Rathman in that stack that we're planning to go get signed in September. So stay tuned. We'll get you the story on that. But I tried that and it worked. It fixed some edges. That's all I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to shine up any cardboard cards or anything like that, because he does have like a solution spray, and then he has like a little polish, right? And you use this little tool he gave you, and you kind of polish it, and you use like a rag. And it looks really easy, and it is really easy, but you're right. You're running the risk of PSA or anybody, you try to sell that card, and then just, nope, thumbs down. I got an infrared scanner. I can tell it's been altered, and
right.
Yeah, you're running that risk, but it's a good idea. I'm very skeptical because I have that Roger Maris 1960 All-Star card, and the edges are kind of, they're not great. But I'm very scared to try to use that on it, because what if that just ruins the card, right?
I guess the question mark would be I think you were told that card was like a 4, maybe. as far as
Nobody told me what
grading-wise?
it was. That's what I think it might be.
Oh, okay. There's a local shop in town here that may have a better idea for you if you ever get in the Roseville area. They do a lot of vintage, so they might have a better idea of what that card may be worth if you grade.
Okay. And if grading it would be the way to go, because it could just literally just drop in value. And
that's what I mean. I mean, if they're like, yeah, the card's gonna get like a 3, and you're like, oh, a 3 is worth $3, and you're like, well, I might as well try this card.
I looked it up. A 3 is still worth about $60 with that card.
Yeah. So that's the question. Is
right?
Do you want to do it on a card that you?
But a 10 is worth like $2,000 in that card.
Right.
So. If it's some edge damage and it can be fixed, you're big question mark on this. But okay, we kind of got off that parallel train.
So and going back, you mentioned for refractors, right?
Refractors, same thing.
Okay, so this is what I mean when I say I talk about too many things, right? So I'm looking at them right now, and refractor types. Okay, so you got a base card, right? Your standard base card. Mm-hmm. Then you got a refractor. And that is just slightly off-colored from the OG card. It's like dimmer, basically. Then you have a prism. These are all Topps Chrome, by the way, that I'm talking about. This is their examples. And you have a prism refractor, which is kind of a shiny background. Mm-hmm. Not much change. Then you have a pink refractor, a sepia refractor, an X refractor, a negative refractor, a purple refractor, a blue refractor, a green wave refractor, blue wave refractor, gold refractor, gold wave refractor, orange wave refractor, red wave refractor, black refractor, white refractor, superfractor, cherry blossom refractor, super glow refractor, ray wave refractor.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me. I'm running out of air here.
Yeah.
And then a gold chrome gold refractor and a night vision refractor.
We only have a limited amount of time on our podcast.
I know, and I'm not even. And the last one was a speckled refractor, but that's how many refractors are just in the Topps Chrome series. I'm like, honestly, do we need 26 refractors?
Well, here I got another example. So this is from Topps Chrome. So here we go. Regular stars of the MLB Topps Chrome, right? Okay, I'm gonna put a picture on the YouTube. That's Jose Abreu. And then I got I believe this is a numbered one. Yeah, this is of 75. But it's the red version, stars of the MLB. All right? And, of course, that one couldn't have been Jose Abreu, of course. That's called JT Luck, pulling cards. But, I mean, that's what they need to do, I feel like. Start giving every refractor, parallel, whatever the heck you want to call it, give it a number. Make sure there's only a limited amount that people can get, buy, sell, trade. That way, you know how many are out there. And then you can tell how many are graded as well out of that, how many are out there, right?
Yeah,
it'll really break down the numbers.
I don't care if it's even like 1 out of 27. Like, pick a random number. I don't care.
Yeah,
but just put a number on every one of them.
Yeah, what is this, like a 499? Like, what is this? Of 2022, because these cards are 2022s, right?
Perfect.
Great.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's like a gold, like, it's not even gold. It's like a, I don't know, brownish something.
It's like a tan.
But I know there's only 2022 of this.
Right.
That makes it a little more special to me when it's a serial number. I feel.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Now, you can just have a cool looking refractor grab my attention. It happens. Those live auctions, that's an easy one right there. You see something cool, and it's just like, wow, I really like the look of that card. Boom. But we'll shave that for the next segment, actually. Yeah, I do have some cool refractors that I'll show in my stack today.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah. Any more thoughts on parallels, Bird? Are we spent? Because there's just too many. There's too many. And
I mean, yeah, I'm not even gonna, I mean, yeah, there's there's a lot.
So many. Bird just got stuck in his thoughts. The video did not freeze, people.
I just stroked out for a second there and just was like, I don't know.
He saw the colors of the parallel rainbow is what he saw.
I mean, there's just so much. There's just so much.
A lot. There's a lot,
so
man.
Much.
Yeah. So All right, that's your parallel talk for today. Let's go ahead and get into what we got in our stack. Why not, Bird? Why not? Huh? Why not?
Works for me.
Yeah, I know.
And now, time for What You Got in the Stack.
What you got in the stack? I got some parallels in my stack. Yeah, Bird.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah, I finally remember what I ordered now because I finally got them off of the live auctions on Whatnot, which if you need to, circle back around to last week's episode, catch our live break episode where we talk about that and see where these cards came from. So first and foremost, what I got in my stack, Bird, I got a Ladd McConkey rookie rated optic pink.
Okay. Love me some Ladd McConkey.
Okay. Yeah, Ladd's going to be a stud. Also, one more. Rookie rated optic pink. See? These ones grab my attention. There's something about this color of card. And I think we were talking about last week with the teal and the pink. Something hot, vibey about that, right? Something real Miami about that. Brock Bowers, rated rookie optic as well.
I was going to say very Aerosmith. Pink is your favorite color. Yeah.
Love me some Aerosmith, man. That's good stuff.
That's a great song, by the way, if you haven't hit that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bonus one. It's not a parallel, but it is something, my last one that I did remember buying off that auction, which I think is really cool. Not a parallel, but it is a sticker. And it is a graded sticker in a slab. Yes, sir. And it is a 1996 collection choice Michael Jordan sticker.
Nice.
Yeah, got an 8. It's an 8 there.
Okay.
So, but I got it at a damn good price, and I'm like, I can't pass that up. Michael Jordan sticker. That stickers have not been unstuck are always great.
MJ's your guy too. So
and MJ's my guy. Yeah. This is going back up on the old shelf up there when we're done.
Gotcha. Well, I brought one card for what's in my stack this week, and I'm also going a little bit back in the days here, and I don't know if this would be considered a parallel, but it was definitely an insert in its time. This is from the 1991 Upper Deck football, and it is Mr. Jerry Rice, season leaders,
Jerry.
with his autograph on card.
Oh, nice score. That's actually not like out of the pack. You got that signed by Mr. Jerry Rice, didn't you?
I did at a local event here in our area called the Pig Bowl. The Pig Bowl, yes.
Do they still do the Pig Bowl, or do they call it something else now?
They call it something. They call it Guns and Hoses.
That's right.
But back in the day, it was the county sheriffs against the city police in a football game, and they called it the Pig Bowl. When you used to be able to have fun and, make fun of things without people getting offended.
Exactly.
So now it's Guns and Hoses. Now it's police and sheriffs together playing against firefighters. It is a huge draw for the ladies because, firefighters and cops. It's a win.
I'm
but
sure.
Mr. Jerry Rice, his best buddy growing up was the running back for the police department. And he came out and hung out at the Big Bowl and signed some stuff for us. Got a couple cards. I may be the only person in the world with a Charlotte Hornets signed by Jerry Rice hat.
I bet you are.
That is an odd sign, but I had the hat on, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting it signed. I don't care.
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I got to play catch with him with a football. That was cool. So I can say I played catch with Jerry Rice.
Damn, and I think I'm surprised I was not there with you.
I thought you went.
Yeah,
I thought you went. I know
day.
our other buddy was with us. I think my cousin was with us as well, actually.
That probably is why you're thinking it was me.
Yeah, Jay Will was with us, I think, too.
I think you're right, man.
So, yeah, it was JW, not JT. So, but yeah, that was my. I actually had another card just authenticated recently at our local shop. So, went and got a JSA authenticated.
Nice.
So, yeah, even though I knew it was real, but it helps everybody that's buying it. If I want to sell it, it's real too.
Yeah. So what do they do in that instance? Are they put like a sticker on the back?
They put a sticker on the back of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get a sticker showing it's authentic and graded by, and they can look up the number on their website to show that it's an authentic signature.
Okay, so after we go in September to Mr. John Taylor and Tom Rathman.
That's right.
Yeah, which might as well show what I'm bringing out to them. So let's throw these both on the YouTube as well. Bird, hopefully you can see.
I can see them, yeah.
Yep. So I'm ready to go. Got my guys. Now I just got to pick out what color pen and what kind of pen I want them to use. Make sure it's a good autograph on there. It stays on there. And
for sure.
Thinking black or blue Sharpie. It's probably the best, right?
Yeah. I mean, based on the card color, I mean, what they look like.
Yeah, I mean, that John Taylor one's kind of greenish on the outside of it. So I'm thinking blue would probably be fine. But from what I read, like blue actually looks the best on cards.
Yeah, you can get a turquoise.
Turquoise?
Yeah.
I'd get a gold pen. That would be actually kind of cool if it was like had a good tip and it wasn't all smeary. And that would actually be
I just saw Paul Skeens actually that it's got all yellow background with the Pirates, even wearing the Pirates stuff, and it's signed in gold. Ooh. And it's a pretty slick look actually.
That poor guy's kicking butt, but his team cannot score any runs, man. It's pretty bad.
I'm so disappointed as a Cubs fan in the NL Central that the Pirates are doing awful.
Yeah, and the Reds just beat them, buddy. So that's why I had to wear my Reds hat today.
I know.
Yep. My other team's in kind of a slump, but they just got through the gauntlet. Yankees, Giants, Dodgers. That's a tough gauntlet to get through right there, especially for a young
Speaking
team.
of your team, how excited are you for that Soderstrom signing in June?
I already got the cards laid out here, buddy. I don't know how many I'm allowed. Wait, do I have to get a ticket?
You have to get a ticket.
Should I do it now?
You should not. Well, not while we're on the air, but you should do it. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it right now, but all right. Yes, you're going to have to send me that link again.
As of Saturday, a quarter of their stuff was gone. Like a quarter of the tickets were gone.
Okay, send me the link as soon as we're done here. Let's make this quick then, because I'm going to have to sign up so I can get my Soderstrom autograph, baby.
Yeah, I'm at a wedding. I'm at a wedding, so I can't make it. So
ooh, well,
they're also doing they're also doing a trade day right after that too.
Okay.
So if you're looking for trading stuff, bring some stuff in to trade or move that you have. Might be worth your time.
Yeah, might as well. Well, let's get to our card pulls of the week and see if we got anything good from any packs this week. Better than hopefully what we got, when we rip some cards today.
Yeah, no kidding.
And now it's time for Card Pull of the Week.
All right, I got a box of that Illusions football, 2024 right. Illusions football. I'm not a big fan of the base cards in there, but the parallels are super cool. Super cool. Now the base cards are they're kind of dark. You know what I mean? Like they're just, it's very weird that you get them in succession of numbers. It's like you get number 78, Pat Mahomes, and you get number 79, Travis Kelce, and then it's all Chiefs until it gets to the next team.
That would make it nice for putting a base set together. You have to look it up and try and sort them.
I don't think it's a big base set either. I think there's only like 5 cards of each guy on a team.
Each team. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's not very much, but here's my card pull of the week. I think it's a really cool card. It is from that Illusion set. It is a Amon St. Brown clutch. I believe it's I think it's a rainbow refractor or parallel, whatever you want to call it. So I'll throw that up on the YouTube. It's kind of see-through. Yeah. What finger is that, Bird? What finger is that? Sorry. That's inappropriate. I'm sorry.
But
it was right between, the little area right there.
Yeah.
It's not getting better, is it?
No, it's not at all. No. So, I'm ready to hit the stick shift and push away from the clutch. So let's go. Yeah.
What was Bird's card pull of the week, buddy? What do you got?
All right. So out of the Panini Prism sets for football, I have a Van Jefferson auto.
What? You got an auto?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What year is that?
This is the 2024 Panini Prism.
Okay. And you pulled that out of a what, my friend? Because that's cool.
This was out of a hanger pack.
You got that out of a hanger pack?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You got the one hanger pack and the 35 that were there that had an auto, I bet. Maybe more.
I mean, I wish it was a guy that was, a little more well known than him, but hey, an auto is an auto.
So
not mad about it.
But yeah, it's an auto. Is it a sticker or on card?
It's a sticker.
Now, how do you know it's a sticker?
You can actually see the sticker sitting on top of the card. You can tell the outline of it. It actually has Panini Authentic running through it in like hologram. So you can tell that it's a real legitimate Panini product that was signed.
Okay.
So that's kind of how you pick it up is by looking at it that way.
No,
But you can actually see if it was on card, you wouldn't have that outline of the sticker. It would just be signed on the card.
Okay. And they just like fade the card to white so that gives them somewhere. And then the sticker might be a little more prominent the whole way.
The sticker is pretty white on this card. It stands out pretty good on this one particularly. Okay. I have others that don't stand out as well as that does, but that one's pretty blatant.
Hey, cool. Yeah, it's always good to share an auto we don't do that very much on the show, so I'm gonna have to probably pull out some autos to show what we got in the stack. So, Bird, we got a new segment on the show. I don't know if I told you. I'm trying to keep this under wraps here and make it a surprise, but all you got to do is scroll down to the notes and the surprise is ruined. What the hell am I doing?
New segment.
All right.
I don't know this new segment you speak of.
All right, good. Hopefully you guys enjoy this new segment. It's called What the Bleep Is We'll let Duff Man tell you because I can't even do it without laughing.
Where the did you find that?
This is called Where the Bleep Did You Find That?
Oh,
now,
okay.
You know our affinity here for Miss B. Arthur. Rest in peace, B. Arthur. I went out and was just kind of price checking some B. Arthur cards. Now, I did find the one. We'll throw it up on the YouTube. The one that Bird found and sent me right here. It's the first one. If you go on the notes there, Bird, which I don't think you can do right now, can you?
I can, yeah. I got it.
Okay. The first one there, I think is the one you found, right? It's purple or bluish. Yeah, $20. $20, not bad for a B. Arthur card. Now, I got a little more into it, started digging around. I found a refractor. It's a multi-burst Golden Girls Cardsmith trading card of Dorothy, who is played, of course, by B. Arthur. That is running about $250, my friend.
It seriously looks like the color bursts that I was talking about earlier today.
A little bit, right? And a little bit of Bob Rossi-ness to it, I would say.
Right?
Yeah. And then I dug even further and found this other I don't know. It looks like an insert from a basketball, like the hoops session or something, but it's of Dorothy again. The Golden Girls. Culture Shocks.
It looks like the Jerry Garcia Dorothy.
You're right, it does. That one's only $90, right? So a little more affordable.
Only $90.
Only
no
$90.
Don't forget the shipping.
And then there's shipping. Sorry,
I would have bought it if it was $90 only, but $5.85 shipping.
Man, I might have to cover that if we can get ourselves a B. Arthur card.
Yeah.
Then there's a 2021 historic autographs, 1945 uniform relic. So this was a of 99 card, B. Arthur's uniform relic.
Yeah, she was in the military.
Only $23. Cool. Only $23 for a relic card.
And it's numbered to 99.
And it's numbered. My friend, I think that's the one we need to jump on. And I believe, since I've already liked this post, they've lowered the price for me. I believe now we can get it probably for like $18.50. I could probably make him an offer for less and get it. So, hey,
that's
you
a pretty
never
cool
know.
Card.
I might just have to spring and go ahead and get myself a B. Arthur card. We can just share on the show.
Yeah, I love it. All
right. That was where the bleep did you find that?
That is a whole different kind of segment.
That's a whole different kind. We're going to bring out the weird, baby. And speaking of the weird, we got Bird flipping over here with his camera. I'm not sure what he's doing over there.
Yeah, there was a call coming through, and it screwed up my screen for a little bit.
Gotcha, buddy.
I had to tweak that back.
Hey, no worries. Hey, that's going to do it for episode number 8, folks. Thanks for hanging out with your guys, JT and the Bird, on Cards on Blast. Bird, tell them where they can find us. Tell them what they can do. How you can talk to us.
Man,
Talk to us, please.
You got us on the Instagram and X, of course, on your socials. And, I mean, ultimately the best way to see us is on YouTube. So check us out. And then if you're on the podcast section of things, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and Spotify. Come check out JT and the Bird. Hang out with us for a little bit of your time.
Absolutely, man. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you for spending your time with us, opening up your ears to our jibber jabber about trading cards, and hope we provide you with some entertainment and some fun. You know, that's what we're all about here. We want to have fun first and foremost. Just make sure that you tune in next week. Cards on Blast. We'll be back with another episode. So, hey,
see you next
week.
Okay. All right. No, seriously. I think I'm done. Woo, I think we're done. I think that's good.
You finished? That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the f*** are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?